40 টাকার গোল্ডেন রিচার্জ অফারে প্রতিদিন প্রতি ঘন্টায় প্রথম 2 জন রিচার্জকারী পাচ্ছেন নিশ্চিত গোল্ড কয়েন। মাত্র 39 টাকার রিচার্জে আজই এই সুযোগ নিন। রবি।
ইউরোপিয়ান প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি আনোয়ারের A1 পাইপ মাটি।
It's always going to be quick. They still go for a bye. Blast over with Mohammad Sami. Let's go back to the last ball of the previous over. Well, it wasn't a wicket. Should have been a wicket, yes.
A lot of ground to cover. Now the hard thing is, where is the boundary rope? Just for a moment, the bearings. Look, he's had to cover a bit of ground. It's still floating, and he thinks, I'm just going to palm this. Someone would have thought, oh, look, it's so easy out there. Let's try and catch that. It's not. Believe me, it's not. When you're covering a bit of ground, and it's one of those ones that just keep gliding away from you as a steepler, and you're still not quite sure where the boundary rope is. So rather than giving away a 6 or a 4, he's come all the way there and palmed it. If he'd caught it, he might have been falling backwards, might have had the presence of mind to throw it up in the air, all those things, but he's still got a bit of ground to make to get there.
As much as I hate to agree with you, I think you're right.
I just think if he'd caught it, he might have had to throw it up in the air. What do you got back? And your other favourite thing you've been on about, the dew factor. Catching it, slipping around. We've seen the players slipping a bit this evening because we've had a lovely clear day. It's that little bit cooler. So then you think about the dew factor coming in. That much more.
All right, so what can the Vikings do? They've got 3 deliveries left. They have 130 on board. Bilawal is on strike. Can they get a boundary or 2 in? Push it as much as possible. Mohammad Sami. Right arm over. No, they're unable to get that timing going. Going for 1. That's all they will get.
Brilliantly fielded. Got to the ball quickly and threw it into the gloveman at the far end. If they had any idea of going for it, the throw was a bounce throw. Right back to the keeper. Good stuff. 2 to go. Couple of 4s here, gets them very close to 140, 139. Can they get there? Slower one. Boundary, there's the first one. 1 to go. He won another bat. That hasn't gone well for guys who've swapped their bats, but this, desperately needed, takes the team to 135.
Yep, it's good. 135, that's what we were talking about, or I was. He's got a boundary. He's still got 1 last ball to face. He's got a bat for himself. So, after a start, that's 52 for no wicket. They kept losing wickets at regular intervals, but they still managed to take the score to 135. It's going to be a good chase. One would want Chris Gale to give the Barisal Bulls a flying start. Last ball. And that's it. Edges 1, 7 down. Sami gets another 1. Pace works, and it is Asif who's dismissed.
Exactly what happened to Umar Akmal. Swapped his bat and then got out. Nick caught behind, same deal to Ronnie. Yeah, chuckle about it, laugh about it, that's right.
আর ব্যথা হবে না।
নিজের খেয়ালও রেখো।
শুধু অরিজিনাল ভ্যাসলিন পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি আপনার যত্ন নেয় 100-র চেয়েও বেশি উপায়ে। এমন বিশুদ্ধতা আর কোনো জেলিতে নেই। এটাই ভ্যাসলিনের ত্বক সুস্থ করার শক্তি।
প্রতিদিন এইভাবে হাজারো মানুষের খুশির সীমা ছাড়াচ্ছে স্বর্ণের ছোঁয়ায়। রবির 39 টাকার গোল্ডেন রিচার্জ অফারে প্রতিদিন প্রতি ঘন্টায় প্রথম 2 জন রিচার্জকারী পাচ্ছেন নিশ্চিত গোল্ড কয়েন। মাত্র 39 টাকার রিচার্জে আজই এই সুযোগ নিন। রবি
Went for 3 and 4 respectively. Asif got 17. Bilawal remains not out at 9.
Ronnie got 4 catches there. Give him a motorbike, for goodness sake. Brilliant. Some good stuff. Wicket shared all around. Sammy there with a couple. Alamin got 1. Cooper a couple. Syed got 1 and so did Mumadullah. Let's go sideline to Patrick Simcox.
Yes, I got the tall man. 2 for 24. Well bowled, mate.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. I think the wicket was a better wicket than we see throughout the past few games. It wasn't a wicket that you will bowl many slower balls. You know, it's a wicket that you will bowl length balls and try and get the ball to move around a bit.
You reckon that's a gettable score?
Yes, definitely. I think that wicket looked like a 160, probably a 170 with the start they had with the 2 opening batsmen. They were 50-something without loss. So I must say credit goes to the guys, the way we bowl and continue picking up wickets in the middle period.
What's the grass like? It was quick on the outfield.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. You know, the outfield is very quick. So once you hit the ball in the gaps and run, probably get 4. You know, the outfield is a bit wet also, and probably the ball will come onto the bat a little more. So hopefully the big guy on top, Chris, can use this game to get some form and hopefully we can do some players.
Now tell me, when you put your hand up, what is the height that ball is coming from, mate?
I'm not too sure, but I know it's very high. Not too sure.
And this holding the ball across the seam, it's working for you, yeah?
Yeah, I tend to hold the ball across the seam when the ball is moving a bit and I do not have control. I have more control when I'm holding it across the seam and then it tends to skid off a little more. So be the batsman for peace.
Okay, well bowled tonight.
Thanks very much. Thanks.
So here we are. The Chittagong Vikings putting up 135. Barisal Bulls need to come back and get 136 in their 20 overs. Time for a break and we'll come back with the